Welcome to Live Music Showcase here on 88.5 WMNF Tampa. I'm your host, Ken Apperson. We are here in studio with S.G. Wood and Dude Waters. How's it going, man?
It's going really, really good. We're excited to be here today, and we're just happy that we're here.
Yeah, man. You are your Tampa music. I would almost say royalty, but you don't give off a royalty vibe. You're a very man of the people kind of a guy. So they're here to play a bunch of music for you, and they're going to start doing that right now. What's the first song?
This is the opening track off our new album, which is on the streaming services now, today. This is called Little White Car. White car takes me there. Little white car got no spare. Takes me so far and so good. Little white car, it's understood. Can't get around without you. Can't get around without you. Bright star staring at me. I got a secret I just can't keep. If I tell you, can we both agree? Little white car's a ride for me, and I can't get around without you. So I can't get around without you. And flow. We travel down every twisted road. We both carry heavy loads. Little white car, white lines in a road, and I can't get around without you. I can't get around without you. No, I can't get around without you. I can't get around without you. Hey!
S.G. Wood and Dude Waters here on Live Music Showcase. That's a great way to kick off the show right there. If you're listening right now and you want to see the show, you can do that on Facebook or on YouTube. On Facebook, just search WMNF's Live Music Showcase, or on YouTube, just search WMNF Community Radio, and you will find our live stream happening right now, live in studio. Give both of those pages a follow, subscribe to us on YouTube so that you get notifications every time we do go live, which is every Friday at 2 p.m. And if you're watching right now, hey, how's it going? You look good. Appreciate you. Hit the share button. What's the next song called?
The next song is called Control, Alt, and Delete.
Ooh, modern song for the modern age. I love it.
Ready? locked in defeat, hitting control, alt and delete. something I know I can trust. I missed you this summer, I missed you so much. Let me down, late on the outskirts of town, signing the papers, reading the sign, reading the paper, holding the line. And I won't let it slip away. No, I won't let it slip away. No, I won't let it go. It's the only thing I know. And I won't let it slip away. I talk to people, I talk to God. Feeling so high, I let it boil, I let you down. You live on a lake on the outskirts of town, signing the papers, reading the signs, breathing in vapors, holding the line, hiding and crying at the foot of the cross. Lord, help me remember the things that I've lost. And I won't let it slip away. No, I won't let it slip away. No, I won't let it go. It's the only thing I know. And I won't let it slip away. Trying to sleep on the top of the sheets, hitting control, all down the leads, hitting control, all down the lead, hitting control, all down the lead. No, I won't let it slip away. No, I won't let it slip away. No, I won't let it go. It's the only thing I know.
This is Live Music Showcase here on 88.5. We're in studio with S.G. Wood and Dude Waters.
A dresser and a blue velvet chair is all that was left there on the curb of somewhere, in a place that you'd rather not be, staring down at a friend that you'll never see. But a bed, a dresser, and a blue velvet chair is all that was left there. Town near a city with a 2-bedroom view, in a park, in a trailer, I'm thinking of you, and I pray that you're happy and free. Maybe sometimes at night you think about me, in a town near a city with a 2-bedroom view, in a park, in a trailer. Well, there's no need for worry, God takes care of the sparrows, and there's no need for tears, 'cause a change will come someday. A feeling and a high lonesome tune covers like a blanket everything in the room. Maybe things will get better this spring. In the meantime, I'll throw away all of those things, like a bed, a dresser, and a blue velvet chair is all that was left there. Town near a city with a 2-bedroom view, in a park, in a trailer, in a park, in a trailer.
S.G. Wood and Dude Waters here on Live Music Showcase. I'm loving the sound. Obviously, I'm a sucker for strings. I'm a sucker for that lap steel over there. Rob, the jack of all trades, switching between the seductive sounds of the lap steel and the hard rocking sounds of the flying V guitar. Yeah, that's a great idea, Mark. Let's introduce the band. SG, you want to take that?
Sure. I'll start with over here. This is Mark Cunningham, and we're borrowing him from Someday Honey. He is just graciously said, yes, I will help you any way I can. And when we first brought him in, he was playing bass, and TJ was playing guitar. And so we made a switch. Our original bass player, who was on the record, moved back to Philadelphia, which is where he's from, Tim McMaster. Hello, Tim. And so we made some switches, and then we decided, hey, let's get him on keyboards. So there he is, and we appreciate all his skills over there. And this gentleman right here, this is Rob Ossington. He's an unbelievable producer, engineer. He's got skills in the studio that are going to soon be legendary, I'm sure. And and he, of course, plays incredible guitar, pedal steel. This is T.J. Wigger, longtime bandmate of mine. We played in a lot of bands. We were in. You played with the Hummingbirds. And you played with the Only Daddies. Gator Tooth. Yeah, you've been around for a long time. So he's playing bass. He did bring a mandolin. I don't know if we're going to get to that or not. But so when he plays mandolin, Mark is going to come over and play bass. It's unbelievable, folks. It's unbelievable. Back in the drum room, my good friend. This is Jake Weinbrenner, and he's been around town. He's played with a lot of folks, and I'm just so happy that all these guys decided to join this group and record this record with me. It's just I'm humbled.
Yeah, and I mean we're definitely going to talk about the record coming up here in a little bit, but let's hear a little bit more music first. What's this next one about?
All right, this one's called "Have You Ever Had Trouble?" Come on, have you?
What an incredibly unrelatable song. Yeah, I can't even imagine anyone listening having had any trouble.
All right.
Trouble in love, it fit like a glove and it busted all up, so you paint the walls green, forgiven and forgotten on a brand new street. Have you ever had trouble? 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 Have you ever had trouble on the run? You thought you were through, but it just lingered on, lingered and stayed like a fog out on the lake. You can't see tomorrow if you can't get a break. Have you ever had trouble? 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 Trouble robs you like a thief wearing black. It sneaks up behind you and stabs you in the back, poking its blade in the plans that you made, leaving you with nothing but the price that you paid. Have you ever had trouble? Have you ever had trouble? Have you ever had trouble? Have you ever had trouble?
S.G. Wood and Dude Water here on Live Music Showcase, rocking it the F out, as they say.
Watch that on radio.
That's right, exactly. The FCC is definitely paying attention. I love this sound. It's a very, Florida rock and roll sound, frankly. It makes me think of Gainesville rock and roll kind of a thing, It's just really... it feels very real. And I know that sounds really kind of nebulous, but the reality is there's so much music out there these days that just it doesn't have any soul. It doesn't have any substance to it. And this feels very substantial to me, you know. And I mean, so if this is anything like what the new album has in store for your fans and the people that might be listening on the show right now, then I have to imagine that it's going to be the kind of thing you put on and you just leave on. You just leave it on repeat until you're absolutely sick of it, and then you put it away for 3 months, and then you remember that you were listening to it, and you get it out again, and you listen to it on repeat until the thing falls apart. That's the idea. That's how it works. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about your process in recording the new album.
Well, it was an opportunity for me to be honest with myself, be real with myself, and write what I was feeling at the time. And you know, I was going through some life changes, and you know, living at somebody's house for a while, and I just, you know, the future was weird. Did
you say life changes?
Yeah, life changes.
Oh, I thought I heard a W in there. Okay, gotcha. Never mind.
So I kind of spent a winter just writing these songs one after another, and they just felt so like honest and real. It's like the like I've never written like just letting it all out like that, and so I got the album's worth of songs, and then I called these guys up, and I told them, you know, hey man, I got this really deep record that I would like to put out, and they all just were real eager to come and help me do it. And so we got together. We did it on Monday nights because most of these guys are working musicians, and Monday nights was the best night to go. And so we would go in, and I would give them like guitar vocal demos like a day or two before, not too long before. And then we went into Rob's studio over here, and like the very first time, you know, people were meeting each other for the first time. They, you know, so like
I have a distinct memory of
there was a point where people were just coming in shaking hands. How you doing? It's good to be playing here. And then he pressed the record button, and all of this stuff is just, it kind of came just fast, and it was just full of meaning and energy, and it was just.
I looked on the session. The take on the album of Control-Alt-Delete is like 35 minutes from the time. The take on the album of Control-Alt-Delete is like 35 minutes from the time we all got in the room.
Wow.
Yeah.
So like introductions, meetings, we were rolling in like 15, 20 minutes. My studio's all set up for live recording with bands. So
sure,
everything's there. And you hit on how live the record is. So, you know, the entire album, except for maybe one song, the vocal take is the live in the room take.
Oh, that's
the acoustic
awesome.
Guitar is the live in the room acoustic guitar. So you're hearing us learn and feel through the tunes. And then we added some overdubs and little things on top, but the core of it is the live in the room take.
Isn't it great when that happens? Isn't it great when you get a group of musicians together that are not only capable of producing that kind of like genuine, authentic, relaxed, confident sound, and then you go back and you listen to it, because how often is, you know, you listen to it at the moment, you're like, that's amazing, and then you go back home and you give it a day, and then you come back and listen to it and go, ooh, we got to make some changes. But instead of that second time, that secondary thing happening, you go back and listen to it and go, oh wow, it still sounds amazing. That's got to be nice, especially as a person who, you know, lives in the recording studio as much as you do.
Yeah, S.G. and I are both obsessed with Neil Young, and that's the way he does it. Nice. And that's kind of when we started this project, we were saying, like, let's make an After the Gold Rush style, which actually, it doesn't sound like that. I think at the end of the day, it is more of a Tom Petty Wildflowers record.
I'm glad you said that. And I'm not, I know they say comparison is the thief of joy, but I would wear that as a badge of honor, especially in Florida. Like I was saying, be a Florida musician. Like, there's no greater. Well, there's plenty of compliments that you can get, but there's, you know, that's up there. You know, this sounds
that's
reminiscent of,
high
not
praise.
Derivative of, not plagiarizing or copying off of, but reminiscent of some really, really great American rock music.
We had a write-up in American Highways, the website, and what was it that he said about this? Was John Apiece did a review of the record, and he said something about how we it had that Tom Petty vibe, and he gave some other examples of other people, but he said it didn't sound like we were trying to copy them. It just sounded like what did he say?
I think just natural, and that's the thing. Like, we're not trying to make a retro. We're not wearing bell
Right.
bottoms and
Right.
saying like, "Hey man, it's 1972." It's just like we plug guitars into tube amps and use tube microphones and old drums, and like we play music. There's a Hammond organ from 1956 that was in my family the whole time, and it's the real Leslie. It's not a digital fake one.
Right.
The piano, it's a real piano. So it's a real record.
That's awesome. I love it. I love
And we
it.
are having vinyl pressed, by the way. I meant to tell you, I think our test pressings are in the mail.
All right.
How exciting.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Vinyl just has that chef's kiss, sound to it, that crispness to it.
And this next song we were going to play, to segue, we thought of as a Traveling Wilburys tune. So this is our application to be Traveling Wilburys.
Nice. Take it. Go ahead. Take it away.
She was a biker girl with no teeth, that's all I'm gonna say about that. From a circus clan in Gibsonton, down by the river was where she sat. She didn't care how to get out of there. She wouldn't go anyways, she's still here. This carny town where the clowns aren't around. This carny town, looking up, feeling down. He was a tile guy just off 75, and he would cut and lay for days. By the river's edge, he parked his hog, where he would drink with friends to forget his job. He saw her there in her vest and silver rings, looking her best. Ain't it funny what life brings? This carny town where the clowns are around. This carny town, looking up, feeling down. They do their 40 hours and then they meet at a tiki bar and think about their next big ride to the Gulf Coast side. And as the sun goes down, they kiss. That's how it goes when you play the hand you're dealt. Love always grows where you feel the things you felt. This carny town where the clowns this carny town. I've been in this carny town.
S.G. Wood and Dude Waters here on Live Music Showcase. That classic American rock and roll Florida sound. Doing Florida proud, as far as I'm concerned. I like it. So we've reached that moment in the show, one of my favorite moments in the show, the AMA Ask Musicians Anything segment of the show, where you, as a listener or a viewer, can call in to the station with any questions or comments you might have for the band, for the show, for the station. The number is 813-239-9663. That number again, 813-239-9663. Give us a question. Give us a comment. Make it weird. Let's get real weird. It's Friday. You've had a long week. Get weird with it. Let it out. If you're watching the live stream right now, just leave a comment. I will read it on air. As a matter of fact, we got a bunch of them right now. Let's see here. Pick this up so I'm talking into the mic. Let's see. Key Largo Dave says, been waiting for the album. Sounds good. Jeff Bellinger says, awesome. Stephanie says, yay. Rosie says, love that album name. Dan says, a lot of great talent here. Nick Wilson of the Dirty Jane says, Rob! We know him. He's a friend of the show.
How's it going, Nick?
Jay says, get it, boys. Shelly says, Jake in the box. And so on and so forth. There's a lot more there, too. Let's see. Shelly says, oh, here we go. We got our first question. I'll read it right now. What did you all have for lunch today? Did you have lunch today? I didn't. I didn't have lunch today. I had a protein shake for lunch.
I had a smoothie myself.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
Protein bar for me.
That's right.
Nothing.
Rob's like, no. We men, we often survive off of our hopes and dreams and the energy of the universe for lunch. That's typically what I tend to go for, unless I'm feeling ostentatious. Nope. We tried it. Didn't work out. But yeah, you can call in with any questions or comments, 813-239-9663, or you can send us an email. Maybe you're at work right now and you're trying to like fly under the radar. Just send us a little email, dj@wmnf.org. Our wonderful board op will take your calls and your emails and your questions, and he'll send them to me. And at the end of the show, I'll bring them up with the band. And so, make them good. It's going to be good. It better be good. I hope it's good. We've got great listeners. Of course they're going to be good. This is one of my favorite things about this show is that we've developed this relationship with the listeners where they do feel comfortable enough to get weird with us on the show. So the weirder the better. Let's see what you can do. So what's the next song? What do you want to play?
What are we going to play?
Group meeting.
Band meeting. While they're doing that, the nice thing about the show is that if you can't listen to it live, you can listen to it in podcast form anytime, anywhere on Spotify or Apple Music. Just go to either one of those platforms and search Live Music Showcase. You'll find us. We drop new episodes every Friday after the show finishes broadcasting live, which we're doing right now if you're listening on the radio. So maybe you just joined us. You're like, ooh, I wish I could hear the rest of this episode. You can, in podcast form. You can go listen to it after the show is done on either one of those platforms. Did you guys settle on a song?
We did.
What do you got?
Well, we're going to do a song. It's called Passenger Seat. Again, going back to that Americana Highways review, John said that this kind of had that, it was a Stephen Stills, Mike Broomfield, vibe. And I think, it does. It's just a very classic sound, and we love playing it. So here we go, Passenger Seat.
ginger and ginseng, dragon pearl tea, red paper lanterns, and signs I can't read. Took an Uber to Old Town, and St. Michael was relieved. I can't see the future. I can see my feet. 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 Walking these streets in old Chinatown, got a bag full of grief that's dragging me down. The L train don't go, any place I know. A poor man can't rest when he's chasing his soul, when he's chasing his soul, when he's chasing his soul, when he's chasing his soul. good times that are being released. I wish I could tell you that it didn't mean a thing. I was wrong and don't belong in the passenger seat. In the passenger seat. In the passenger seat. In the passenger seat. Ginger and ginseng and dragon pearl tea.
S.G. Wood and Dude Waters here on Live Music Showcase. Ginger and ginseng and dragon
Pearl tea.
pearl tea. That's what I thought you said, yeah. What is dragon pearl tea?
It's a tea made of dragon pearl.
Okay, yep, that's what I thought. Yeah, very literal. Yeah, where do you get dragon pearl?
At like Asian shops, you can get all that stuff there. Basically, that whole section of that song is about a trip I took to Chicago, and I spent some time in their Chinatown area, and it was just it seems like there were times in my life. There were times in my life where I was just lost, and I would go to a big city like Chicago or New York City, and just let it swallow me, just let it swallow me up, and so that was one of those trips where I just was kind of in Chinatown, and then I went to the St. Michael statue. Do you guys know where that is?
In Chicago, yeah.
And
I'm
of course,
a big fan of Chicago.
the L train and all that stuff, just making references about that trip. And then I brought it back to my situation where I was at for that third verse. But I really enjoy the interplay between the instruments on that song. I mean, that really, it's like this band is not afraid to jam. And we can do it with authority.
Yes, yeah, and the listeners agree with you. We have a bunch of comments in here. Love this groove and groovy and all these jam. There's nothing like a good jam, nothing like a good feel good jam. And you brought up a good point about big cities like Chicago. Chicago has a special place in my heart. I'm from St. Louis originally, which is about 6 to 8 hours from Chicago, depending on what time of day and what kind of traffic you hit when you get to Chicago, when you're driving in. And when I was 20 years old, on my 20th birthday, I was staying over at a girl's house, allegedly, and I was developing a bit of an upper respiratory infection. I was a little sick. I was coughing. I was making a lot of noise, and the parents wouldn't have been too happy about that. So I skedaddled out of there, and she had actually gotten me a new album for my birthday. It was John Mayer's Continuum album. It had just come out at that point, so I had that in the CD player, and I was just really excited about that CD and that music, and I just decided I was just going to keep driving until the CD was done. And right when the CD finished, I was somewhere in Illinois, and I was passing under a road sign that said 55 North to Chicago. And I went, that sounds like fun. So I drove to Chicago that night, overnight. And in my little 2005 Ford Focus, little black Easter egg. And I had no plans of what to do once I got there, and I certainly didn't have enough money for the gas to get back. My plan was about 3/4 of the way there. Well, I'll just panhandle on the streets of Chicago, and I'm sure I'll make enough money to pay for the gas to get back. 2 fun facts about Chicago: in October, it's called the Windy City for a reason, especially when you're in between those big skyscrapers. And if you don't have some kind of amplification device, you can't hear anything that's more than a foot or two in front of you when that wind is whipping. That's thing one. Thing two was on the way there. You remember I was getting an upper respiratory infection. By the time I'd gotten there, because I was singing at the top of my lungs the entire way there, I had full-blown laryngitis. So long story short, I played for about 2 hours under the Sears Tower, because that's as long as the parking would allow me to be there, and got $2 from a man who had no teeth and smelled like he hadn't had a shower in quite some time, who felt bad for me because of how bad I sounded. And I felt so defeated. And on the way home, I stopped, I crashed, not literally. I pulled over at a fast food restaurant and took a nap and had a dream. And I don't remember what the dream was, but I woke up feeling like this is one of the most formative moments in my life, because I went to that big city and did the first, maybe most impulsive thing I'd ever done in my life. And I'll always cherish the fact that I crashed and burned in Chicago on my 20th birthday. And, you know, it's moments like that, I think, in musicians' lives and creatives' lives that you get to take home with you, that you get to write music about later on. And the music that I'm hearing today, I think the listeners all agree, it kind of has that. It feels like it's based on something. It's like I said earlier, it's very substantive. It's very substantial, I should say. So let's see. We're getting close to the end of the show here. I think we probably have enough Yeah, we probably have enough for 2 more songs. You got 2 more in you? What do you think? I think they've got 2 more in them.
Yeah, we'll do a couple more.
Love it.
So I'll just say that you know, I mean, the album the album it's kind of a dark album in a way.
It's the best.
But I purposely wrote some songs, Carneytown song, and I also wrote Little White Car as kind of like a break from the other stuff, and this is a song that kind of came to me. I was asked to go up and play in Gainesville at the Towns Van Zandt Festival, and I had to figure out like what song I was going to do, and like all of the songs that I knew of Towns had already been taken, you know, so I was going to have to learn something. So I picked a song, and like the night before I was supposed to make the drive to go, I learned it, and then right after I did that, I wrote this song, and it kind of is it's kind of just like a lightness. I always say, you know, we carry around so much stuff. We carry around just heavy loads, and you know, you really need to have a moment, give it to God moment where you just kind of let that stuff go, and that is what this song is all about. It's called Down on You.
Better to be than not to be. It's better to feel than not to feel. It's better to deal than not to. It's better to feel the sunshine down on you. It's better to know where to go when you feel stranded and alone. Your pockets are empty lately. You just need to feel the sunshine down on you, down on you, on me too. Woo! of your strength's been used up. And though there's been clouds and thunder, the sun will shine down his love on you, down on you, down on you, on me too. Down on you, down on you, down on you.
And that is our show, everyone. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks for watching. Our show takes a huge team of individual volunteers to make it run so smoothly, look and sound as good as it does. Sound mixer Mark Perfetti, audio assistant Pam Robinson, our video director is Stephanie Fugleberg, our camera operators are Marcy Connors, Lisa Reuter, and Charles Holsoppel. Our board op today is Jim. Thanks so much for filling in, Jim. Appreciate it, sir. I'm your host, Ken Apperson, and this has been S.G. Wood and Dude Waters. You guys want to take us out with one more song?
Sure.
Take it away.
Keep the TV on when I'm not at home, so I got someone to come home to and not feel alone. I talk to myself in the restaurant bathroom. I tell me it will be okay if I can just sing another tune. If I can just sing another tune. Oh, midnight, how I hate you. You've got a way to make me break rules and walk away and not feel a thing. Oh, midnight, how I hate you. Talk to myself, 'cause no one's at my door. Just someone to hang out with no pressure for anything more. We can meet and greet over coffee or tea. I won't tell you my secrets, and you can leave when you want to leave. You can leave when you want to leave. Oh, midnight, how I hate you. Got the way to make me break rules and walk away, did not feel a thing.
That is our show, everyone. S.G. Wood and Dude Water here on Live Music Showcase. New album just dropped today.
Yeah.
And you can, I'm assuming you can hear it on all the streaming platforms and all
All
that
of
fun
them.
stuff. Yeah, search S.G. Wood and Dude Water on any of your favorite streaming platforms, and you'll find his new album and the band's new album. And I mean, it sounds great. If it sounds anything like what you guys just did here, I'll definitely be listening to it. That's for sure.
Thank you.
That's our show. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for watching. Any last words from you guys?
Well, actually, I do have something. I want to thank all of you guys. All you guys. I can't believe it's like a little brigade, the WMNF brigade. They all came in here. There's like 5 or 6 people just all walking around. They all have jobs, and their job is to make us look and sound as good as we can. And I just appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much.
Means a lot. Yeah, everybody here at WMNF is all volunteer, and we all just do it because we love it here, you know. So it's truly a joy to get to do this every single week. So thank you guys so much for being here. S.G. Wood and Dude Water's new album has dropped today. You can go and listen to it on any streaming platform that you typically listen on. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for listening. Whether you're learning how to play guitar, or maybe you're learning how to fix up an old car, or maybe you're learning how to just survive here in Florida, whatever it is, go practice. We'll see you next week. Take it easy.